Justin, come on.
Ugh.
You want to review Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's review this.
Justin, come on. You want to review Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's review it, I guess.
Justin, come on. You want to review Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Nah, heck with it. Let's review something else. Ugh.
Justin, come on. You want to review Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Forget YouTube. YouTube's going downhill. I quit. Let me take up archery or something.
Justin, come on. You want to review Space Jam: A New Legacy, don't you?
I know we're gonna review movies this year chronologically and in order by when we're gonna release them, but you know what, let's review that Phyllis Diller movie Boneyard instead. Where's my prop glasses?
Justin, come on. You want to review Space Jam: A New Legacy.
You review it, I'm tired. Let me go back to sleep.
Justin, come on. You want to review Space Jam: A New Legacy.
You know what? Space Jam: A New Legacy can wait. Let's review Groundhog's Day instead. What do you think? Is that better?
Okay.
Fine. Ugh. It's Milestone Review, episode 300, and you know what that means? That means we can drink some sparkling grape juice.
Ooh. Get the twist off. What are you doing?
This is proof we don't rehearse anything. So anyway, this has been one that Kay has wanted to review. However, unfortunately, because I've decided that February is Black History Month, and so we only review...
Got it?
So we only review... You can talk too. Since we only review movies...
It's more fun trying to watch you open this.
Since we only review since we only review African American films for Black History Month, you know, the wonderful gems like Fat Beach and Black Spring Break.
Oh, jeez.
Because God forbid we miss those. Comment below if you want us to review the Black Magic Mike movie.
No. I never even watched the first Magic Mike.
I did. It has Olivia Munn. The first scene has Olivia Munn topless, so I enjoyed it.
Got it?
No.
Okay.
Some nice bubbly.
Is it a very good year?
I don't care, it was cheap. Now let's switch.
You don't take much bubbly. Stop. You don't take much. Okay, stop. That's all you take in a glass.
I love milestones. That's why I make it so we review about 40 films a year, so that way every year I can drink this. Anyway, because of Black History Month, the closest we could get was that movie Naked, where Marlon Wayans kept reliving the same day over and over again. Now we're reviewing the official Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog Day.
Okay. We're reviewing this for two reasons. We're reviewing this for a few reasons. One, because I was really lazy and I just wanted a film to review. Oh, another reason. Two, because Kay wanted to review it. Three, it's one of the big guys' favorite films. And four, I'm going through a phase where we're taking a look at movies that we own on DVD and deciding either we upgrade them to Blu-ray
Or just donate.
To a Goodwill library.
Excuse you.
I need to drink. anyway, some interesting trivia before we start is that Sharon Stone and Tori Amos were considered for the roles that eventually went to Andie MacDowell.
Which I couldn't picture either of those other two. She did it quite well.
And for the role of Bill Murray, it was originally planned with Tom Hanks. I could maybe see that.
Maybe, but yeah.
It's not like
But
with,
getting annoyed like Bill Murray gets annoyed, smashing the clock radio, everything,
It's-
breaking a pencil.
it's not like when you find out that Chevy Chase was considered for the role of Forrest Gump, and you're like, how the heck would that have worked? Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never
Okay.
know what's gonna get in the middle.
So anyway, this movie starts off with Bill Murray, who's kind
Still.
of who's doing the weather,
Mm-hmm.
and in my opinion, he felt a little less like the weatherman from Fart the movie, and a little more like this is a very local joke or a very local reference. Jerry Taft. You don't remember Jerry Taft?
Yeah, he died.
Oh.
He retired and then passed away.
I wasn't saying that in a bad way. Okay, fine. He reminded me of Chevy Chase in Snow Day better.
Yes.
Another film with Chris Elliott. Do you want a refill?
Just a little. You don't do like as much as you're doing. Enough.
Yeah, it's not alcoholic and you're not driving, so chug. So anyway, he's all happy smiles on camera, but off camera he's
Coming up from the south, and it's gonna skip right over Pennsylvania and go to, what was it, Newcastle or something?
I
New
think
Jersey?
it said Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh or Philly.
No, that's where they were, but the storm was going to pass them.
It was going to somewhere else, so maybe
New
Pittsburgh.
Jersey.
Oh, well, whatever. Maybe Baltimore, who knows. So anyway, we swear we saw this movie, folks. So anyway, he's one of those where he's all happy, smiley on camera, and then off camera he's like, let's hurry this along. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
We'll be back for the 5 o'clock weather.
Kind of like how you are with half of these reviews. So anyway, they're going, and then there's a song. Can't remember it, though. Do you remember the name?
It was the weatherman or something.
So it's he
They
takes,
get there, they check in.
yeah, he goes to the room.
He
And-
goes to take a shower.
Yeah, no, that's at night. That's after the first. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
okay. So yeah, so he does the groundhog. He does the groundhog thing, and then he's like, okay, bye. And then they find out that, or then they offer to go to. Then they are at the bar because it's snowing.
Yeah. Are you gonna do anything about driving back to Pittsburgh?
What do you mean?
And they got caught in the snow where the cops said you could either freeze to death, we're shutting down the highway, or go back to.
So they stay at the hotel or
So
whatever.
they drive back.
They drive back to the hotel. He takes a shower, then realizes the water is scorching hot.
Cold.
No, I thought it was hot.
I thought it was freezing cold because
Okay.
he asked her, "Is there any hot water?" And she goes, "Not today."
Okay, I'm sorry, folks.
Okay.
So anyway, then then it repeats itself, and he's like, "What's today's date?"
Yeah, he says to the guy in the hallway,
So then,
"It's February 2nd, Groundhog's Day." No, you mean that was yesterday. Today is.
So yeah, roughly the same stuff keeps happening, including him also getting that freezing cold shower. And then I think it's then the next day where
Well, aren't you going to give his pattern of where he's walking to do the groundhog?
yeah, he's walking downstairs in the hotel. The lady keeps offering him coffee.
It's a bed and breakfast, yeah.
Then the
And then she asks, what percentage of you staying overnight?
I'd say 80%.
70 to 80% chance, yeah.
Originally it was like 0%, right?
He was leaving 100%, he was leaving.
Then after that, then he meets a homeless guy.
Well, the homeless guy was at the corner.
Yeah, and then he meets a fan
Ned, the insurance guy.
played by Stephen Tobolowsky. This is not the first time we have seen Mr. Stephen Tobolowsky.
Okay. And then the second day,
Do you know what he was
his foot lands in the the puddle.
No,
curb,
do you know what
the
we've seen
pothole.
Mr. Stephen Tobolowsky in?
I don't remember.
Your favorite film ever, Atlas Shrugged 3, Who is John Galt? He was uncredited.
Betcha he loved that.
He probably loved the $50 and a free sandwich, or he was a fan of the books. Either way, it's sad.
Don't know.
So anyway, eventually he starts getting bored with reliving the same day over and over again, including one day where he's able to calculate, sorry people, 4th of July, where he calculates people, or he calculates the bank truck, whatever, and as soon as quarters fall down, he takes a bag of money.
But you also, one of the days, he does give the homeless guy money, and he also...
That's far later.
Okay, where he hugs Ned. Let's go talk. Gotta run.
One website calls that the assault on Ned scene, or the assault on Ned day.
Okay.
So anyway, after, I don't know how many, 10, 20, who knows, he decides to tell Andie MacDowell's character about this, and everyone thinks that he's being like a lunatic, including the therapist, and the therapist says,
Well, first he goes to the doctor, who is the director of the film.
Harold Ramis?
Yep. And then he goes to the therapist, and the therapist is like, I mostly help couples and people that are alcoholics.
Can we schedule tomorrow? And he puts his face and just goes, real quick, you talk for a second. Fun fact, according to the site whatculture.com, he spends 12,395 days repeating the same day over and over again.
Wow. Just because of everything that he memorized, the bank, like you said, where he drops the quarters. What are some other things that happen in here? Because you're gonna be after.
Well, there's
commercial break.
one day where he's so angry that he just says, "What the heck?" And with Ned, he punches him in the face. Then there's a day
he does a really bad story,
and then just walks over. Then there's another day where what is that?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a day where he sees this Nancy girl, asks her a couple of questions.
In the coffee shop, yeah. Where'd you go to school? Who was your 12th grade English teacher? Oh, these are a little personal.
So then the next day he pretends to act like someone that knew her. So as a result, then he says, "Will you marry me?" And she's like, "Okay."
Who's Rita?
Yeah.
Whoever.
Yeah, then there's another day where he's robbing a bank. Then there's another day where he shows up with like this like weird this like Mustang convertible or car or something.
Oh, I thought it was a Cadillac.
Oh, okay, it was a Cadillac.
So he shows up as Clint Eastwood in...
With a girl wearing a French maid outfit.
Yeah.
Along this time, he tries to plan a perfect day for Andie MacDowell's character, including figuring out like what she toasts to, figuring out that she's fluent in French, figuring out
No, she liked French poetry, I
Yeah.
think it was.
What she likes to drink, what she likes to eat, stuff like that.
Her beliefs and everything, world peace or whatever
I already
it is.
said world peace,
Oh,
didn't I?
you did? I didn't. I'm sorry.
You know what? Do you want to take a break?
Is it that time already?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, be back in a moment.
Bye. Hey everyone, we interrupt this movie review to introduce our brand new item that we're super excited
Yay!
for. A brand new 2-disc special edition set called Best of Fresh from My Library Volume 1. And it contains 5 never-before-seen reviews that the world has never seen us do before. That's right, both of us are going to watch a Serbian film, a movie Brad Jones says is the most disturbing and messed up film he's ever seen.
Wait a minute,
We're gonna review a movie called Blood-Sucking Freaks, in which women are treated as furniture.
Oh, come on.
Because one of your coworkers suggested it as a joke, and because I've seen the first one, so of course I can't re-review it, we're gonna see Feast 2! That's right, you're gonna see organs pulled out of people's bodies.
Oh, God. Ugh.
We're gonna see gross out, fart jokes, blackface with the movie Gross Out!
Oh, God, come on.
And
You really want me to watch these?
And if that's not enough, hey, we have to make it special for our paying viewers. If that's not enough, we're going to review one of the most controversial movies ever. A movie directed by a convicted, sentenced pedophile that has 5 minutes of underage, naked male nudity.
No.
Clown House.
No.
But I know
These are not for me, folks.
But
I would have happier.
But I know what you're saying,
Mary
people.
Met Sally.
But that's not special enough for a 2-disc DVD. But if
Yeah,
that's
but our
not enough,
reviews would be great.
but if that's not enough, we're also going to go beyond that by doing a binge watch of the DVD The Best of Mansers. I believe it's the top 25 or 30 Mansers. So that way Kay and I can talk about what our favorite Manser is and what our least favorite
I'm not a
Manser
man.
is.
You're a man. You can answer it.
There have been women on Mansers, so I'm all... Hey, I
can't believe this. You did not go through this with me before you made this list.
I'm all for gender equality. If that's not enough, I'm not going to do it because, my throat's starting to get a little sore. But instead, Kay is going to sing the lyrics to not only the Banana Splits TV show theme song intro, but don't worry, it's going to be a cappella with no music. But also,
I haven't done that since high school.
But also, you're going to do the singing for the intro for the new Scooby-Doo Mysteries. And maybe Yo Yogi. Nah, I'll save that for Volume 2.
Yogi Bear, yo?
Yeah, Yo Yogi. It was a 90s reboot of Yogi Bear that made them kids that solved mysteries in Jellystone Mall.
Oh, God. In the mall? It was
Mall.
Jellystone Park.
Yeah, well now it's Jellystone Mall because it's the 90s, yo.
I'm getting already tension in my
But
neck.
I know what you're saying, people.
Come on.
I know what you're saying.
No more. No more is what they're saying.
we're going to give you even more. That's right. We're going to binge watch and then review as vlogs all 10 episodes of HBO Max's, oops, I'm sorry, I mean just Max's, hit, critically acclaimed, beloved series, Velma.
No, I've already told you. I told you. No, I am not watching that.
Anyway, this special 2-disc edition.
This is going to be a lot of his.
But I want to
describing the movies. I'm not watching these movies. I don't like them.
Well, you're gonna hear. Yeah, I want to hear your review of Velma because.
No,
hey,
I don't want to. You need to understand that. I just don't know.
As a feminist, my opinion, as a man, my opinion means nothing regarding Velma. Regarding underage Velma twerking over Fred's dead mom.
No, that's enough. Stop. I don't want to do that.
See, when I say it, it just sounds creepy and gross. You need to review it to put a womanly spin on it. Anyway, this DVD, this 2-disc special edition thing, will be all yours for the low, low price of only $64 trillion, shipping not included. So order today. Okay, so, then there's, however, it involves a lot of slaps. Then there's...
well, because he's trying to get to know Rita, and...
But he realizes that she'll never really love him, so he's like, what's up? You know, just like looking very depressed and upset. Then I guess there's one day where he doesn't even bother showing up or something, and he just plays Jeopardy.
Gets every question right.
Yeah, and everyone is like...
All the older people in the room were like, oh, wow, very good.
How are you doing this? Just luck.
Yeah.
Then there's several days where he's just breaking the alarm clock.
Yeah.
And then he figures that there's like the only way he can actually end this is to kill Puxatani Phil.
So he steals the car that he was just put in, and they run and run and drive and drive.
It's like something out of like the Death Race movies or something. And everyone is like, how is he okay? Like, what is he doing? Like, what the heck?
Well, the two guys in the bar too. What day was that around? That was before Phil.
That was
before the groundhog.
That was where he was like
he only drank coffee, and they were drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, is it time for flapjacks?
Yeah, he was asking them, what would you do if there was no repercussions, and they were like, commit crime? Like, I don't know. So that's when he was like driving on
the railroad tracks.
Yeah, he was driving on the railroad tracks and stuff. So anyway, killing himself and Puxatani Phil doesn't exactly work out.
Nope.
Then there's a montage in which he tries to commit suicide, including Toast, where that's actually kind of funny. Where it kind of turns off the power in the hotel, and everyone's like, huh? Then there's another one where he like falls down, where he like falls to the ground, and everyone's like, and the two are like, yep, that's him.
Well, doesn't he start having a change of heart then?
Not quite. He starts not quite exactly. He's like, I'm a god. I've been burnt, stabbed, frozen, electrocuted. Here, let me tell you about this person. 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 This person.
How do you know everybody? You only come here once a year.
I keep living the same day. You see, she's actually thinking about breaking it off with her husband, with her fiance today on his wedding day. It's like, really? Hey, this guy's gay. How'd you know? Which, that is nice to. That is nice. See, SNL? You can have a gay character without being extremely flamboyant, Bowen Yang. What, you can?
Okay, this isn't an advertisement for that.
I really want Neil Patrick Harris and Jim Parsons to be like, hey, dude, we're trying to get past that. That's when he. What else does he say? He finds out. He says stuff about like the restaurant and things.
When the guy's gonna drop.
But yeah, he's so bored that's when he decides to start doing good things, including giving a homeless guy like over $1,000.
Can you excuse me just a moment?
Why?
I need to check the dryer.
You couldn't have done that during the break.
I know.
Go. I'll talk the rest.
I'm gonna be right back. I just don't want it to buzz.
So anyway, he decides to take up piano lessons. He decides to take up ice sculpting lessons. He learns French, as we've said, and he just like basically says to Andy McDowell's character, it's like, look, I know a lot about you. I know all of this stuff about you because I've been talking to you and all of this stuff. And then he reveals that he's, I don't know, after like 60 days or so, he's able to like flip cards or throw cards into a hat. She thinks the thing is going to end at midnight when it won't. It'll just stop at like 6 a.m. It'll restart or something. This is also when he saves a kid who's falling out of a tree. There's a guy who's about to choke, so he learns the Heimlich maneuver and prevents him from choking.
Well, he's one of the announcers for Phil, the groundhog.
What's another? Oh, and
the homeless guy.
Well, no, but one of the waitress, I believe, Doris the waitress, is Robin Duke, who was on SNL for a couple of seasons when Bill Murray hosted once.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. He was he was like the only. I think he might have been one of the first former hosts during the Lorne Michaels era to return during the Gene Dominion era, and then later and was one of many during the Richard Ebersol era.
Okay.
So he learns piano, which is kind of which is funny. I have seen parts of this before, and that's one thing that I remembered where he was like, I want to learn piano, and she was like, I've got a student. I will give you $1,000 to teach me how to play piano. And then just kicks the kid out, and she's like, okay. But yeah, he also, like I said, he takes up ice sculpting. Then he, there's a bunch of women that have a flat tire, so he,
Excuse me.
Trust me, people, it's louder than you think. What it is?
I didn't say anything.
Then turn off the buzzer or something. Anyway, what was a movie?
Snowball fight.
Oh yeah, there's a snowball fight, but I think the snowball fight was during their dating era. But yeah, with the homeless man gives him a bunch of money, says, "Hey, do you need a place to stay or something? Like, do you want to go inside?" Which I originally thought was going to take him to his house. Maybe in the deleted or extended scenes or the alternate ending that happened, but who knows? Then after that, then we see the homeless guy apparently in the hospital where he's apparently gonna die. Um, let's see, what else? What's another one? He lights a cigarette of a girl who's about to smoke. He apparently cracked some guy's back and like learned being a chiropractic. Then there's a scene where it's like for Ned, he like says, "Ooh, let me just hug you, let me hug you, let me hug you, I love you, I love you." And he's like, no, okay, I'm gonna go. So anyway, after doing all of these things, he's kind of become like king of the area, and every girl or every woman seems to like love him because he's done so many nice, sweet, kind, and good things, including Andie MacDowell. Andie MacDowell bids on him for a thing for like over $330, and then Chris Elliott comes up. I think the last time I saw him was also in Snow Day. Either Snow Day. Yeah, Snow Day, I think, was the last film I saw him in. Not chronologically. But, he goes up, and it's like, okay, $5? $1? $2, bitch! Sold for a quarter! So anyway, he goes to bed assuming that he's gonna wake up and the day's gonna start all over again. But spoiler alert, that doesn't happen. He wakes up with Andie MacDowell's character. They play a different song, and so he decides, hey, why don't we live here? Okay, is there anything else you want to say? Okay, people, it'll just be me finishing this review. You know what? 1 second. See, now it feels like Kay is here. So anyway, this is our 300th review. More like my 300th review. I thought it was a really good movie. I'm glad that it wasn't 2 hours. I felt if it had been, it could have been maybe 5 more minutes or something, or maybe, I don't know. But it's way better than a lot of other films I've seen where it's like, dude, 20 minutes of this could have been easily chopped off. If you chopped off, and I wonder how much of this, oh, fun fact, Bill Murray actually did get hurt, or did get attacked by Punxsutawney Phil when driving, which is actually a pretty funny scene. It's kind of like, Tootses, I didn't know you could drive.
Hi, big eyes. Okay, so how far are we?
I just finished the review.
Oh, okay.
So why don't you talk about what you thought of the movie?
I liked it. I've seen it many times, and I'll probably see it a few more times.
Oh, but you know what would have made this movie greater?
Popcorn?
Profanity and male nudity.
No. Ugh.
You know that would happen if there was a remake.
No, thank you.
Let Mindy Kaling direct the remake. Or write the remake.
Please, that's enough. Don't
Anyway.
spoil it.
Anyway, people, this is our review for Groundhog's Day. Whether you've been watching an episode or 2 episodes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Join us next time where... What have been some movies that have come out recently?
Well, I wanted to see Air.
Okay.
Air Jordan. And the Tom Cruise Top Gun, the second one. That's been a while.
I said this year.
Oh, that was last year?
Yeah.
Sorry. This year, I don't know. I haven't really kept up on a lot of new ones.
Two of the ones that I know are there's a Barbie movie coming out soon,
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
we had
What about Buzz Lightyear? Is he this
no
year?
Lightyear. It was no, that was last year. It was Haley Berry as Ariel in The Little Mermaid.
Mm.
Man, you'd think with all of the popularity and the huge girl market that there would be some kind of movie that would blend Barbies and mermaids together. Oh no. Ah, dang it,
Is there one?
there is a movie that combines
Oh.
Barbie and mermaids.
Sorry, folks.
Next time. Thank you again for watching.
Bye.